Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Make a wish.
You are looking live at Autodrome Jose Carlos Pace, otherwise known as Interlagos, home of the Brazilian Grand Prix, event number 3 of the LATAM GT Spring Showdown. Again, event number 3, going to Brazil. We're back across the water, and a beautiful road course here today in the hills of São Paulo, Brazil. Construction started on the course back in 1938. Finally opened in 1940. A long-time home to the Brazilian Grand Prix. And there you see your point leader working his way down the front stretch. Qualifying underway. I'm joined by my broadcast partner. And Jordan, welcome to the program.
Yeah, we got a gorgeous circuit here tonight. A lot of competitors out here with a lot of speed this week. Most of the drivers were complaining about the track being quite slippery, as you see Trevor drop a couple wheels there. So we'll see how that affects the race going forward.
Trevor, so far, one of the early ones to post a lap, and he is your fast qualifier. Second place, night out number 1 in Daytona, and then event number 2 at Spa. Trevor went to the top step of the podium and picked himself up a victory at the tough European road course.
Not only did he win, but he commanded that race with about a 15-second lead when he crossed the stripe for the final time. As we follow Dave Sharp.
Sharp, I believe, sporting the number 6 here this evening. Working his way through the Brazilian countryside. Follow him and get a good view of the track. Now he's kind of, well, he bounced away from him and up to Trevor, your number 1 qualifier. He's taking another rip at it. He's already won a run of 1:34.4. In practice, there was only really 2 drivers in the same zip code, and that was Trevor and Fernando Jaquez. Jaquez on the speedway now. He has run a 1:36. It's Traber with the 1:34.4 atop the board. But how about Puig? Jose Puig in the 10 machine. He definitely picked up his lap from practice.
Trevor's going to finish off his 2 laps with a best of 1:34.4. Puig's going to follow 0.3 off that. We got 4 drivers within a second of each other. That's Trevor, Puig, Salazar, and Benjamin.
Here's Salazar working his way through the S's. Really tough part of the course. It's almost like, to compare it to another place, it's kind of like Fiji. It's just a lot of corners through that portion of the course. Again, you see Salazar on the flag. He was a little over half a second back on attempt number 1. We'll see what he can do here as he continues to put laps in this 10-minute qualifying session leading up to our 45-lap feature. Again, round 3 of the Spring Showdown. We're looking live at the beautiful Autodrome Jose Carlos Place, named after famous Brazilian driver, in a plane crash in 1978. And the unique about road courses, they go counterclockwise, so it's a little different. Has yet to post a time. That's John Zerke right there. That red Ferrari working his way down into the Senna S's, named after probably the most famous Brazilian racer of all time, Ayrton Senna, multi-time world champion. And a great what if to motorsport fans. What could he have done with a full career?
Zerke bounces it off the inside wall. That will end his second lap.
Looks like we're going to see Salazar, your fast qualifier. Oh, he dives on a pit road. Taking that, I guess when you're the number one qualifier, you can throw a lap away and get one more crack at working on that pit road exit before feature time, because we did see how important that was last week at Spa. First three drivers, Trevor Benjamin, as well as Jaquez, they were running 1, 2, 3. They all dove into the pits at Spa last week, and all three of them bounced off the wall. And Benjamin ended up having the slowest spot, dropped from second back to fourth, and he was never really able to recover. Here's Rodrigo Rodriguez trying to put a lap down. He does. Makes his first solid effort of the night, 19th quick. Working his Ferrari through the first stretch after the center straight.
We got about a minute left in qualifying here at Interlagos. Salazar still holding on to the top spot. He's a half a tenth over Trevor. Rodriguez might have enough time to get back to the line to finish off his second lap as we go in car through the chicane.
Looks like the only driver left out on the track making laps. We can get a good shot of Jay Dewar in his Ferrari on pit road. And there's the beautiful view of this speedway. So the nice thing about this racetrack, the whole front stretch where the fans are, a lot of times when you go to road courses like a Spa or local to us, a Canadian Tire Motorsports Park or a Watkins Glen, you can only see so much of the racetrack. Years ago, I had the chance to go to Sonoma, and it's nice because you can see a lot of it. That's the way this place is designed. You can see there the grandstand up on the hill overlooking this valley where the racetrack is. There's the Senate curves. And here is our grid. And a pole sitter for the first time this year, Juan Salazar, the field. Gridded up, still a little ways away from getting going. And we'll bring Juan Salazar into our broadcast booth. Juan, first of all, congratulations. You are the quick guy so far tonight.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised. I thought I was going to be 5th or 6th. I totally sucked in practice. So, yeah, awesome.
Hey, you've had a pretty good start to the season here. You know, couple top fives. You're in the championship mix. I mean, obviously the guy that beats that 50 car. What do you got for him tonight?
You know, Alex is a super fast guy. I'm just hoping I can keep it clean and keep it on the track. But yeah, Alex is a favorite, I think, still.
Good stuff. Your favorite tracks, Monza. How's the weather down in Florida? Nice and sunny.
It's nice and perfect, actually. It's upper 70s, clear, super nice.
Good stuff. What's the game plan tonight? How important is it to keep the tires on with this track so slick?
You know, with the track being so slick and so hot, I'm just gonna kind of try to take it easy on the brakes. Try not to slide too much, and hopefully the tires will last all race.
Juan Salazar, our pole sitter, getting all set for the roll off here. We'll let you jump back into the server. Thanks for joining us tonight, and good luck, my friend.
All right, talk to you guys later.
Real quick, we'll bring in Alex Traber. Jordan?
Hey, Alex, you go. Alex, can you hear us?
Yeah, it seems like having a little trouble getting through to Alex. Salazar, Puig, Traber, and Benjamin. Your starting grid. Maybe we'll have a chance to talk to Alex later on as they get ready to go. Jaquez will roll 5th, Dewar in 6th, Sharp 7th, Alfonso 8th. Good run as the Atlanta driver tries to bounce back from his finish at Spa. Good run for Brian Long in the Fallout machine. Make their way off the final corner and on to this long front straightaway. You never stop turning the whole way up the hill. iRacing sedan pace car getting set to drop off the speedway. Hands of Salazar. A couple top fives for Juan so far this year.
Green flag.
We'll see what he can do on the start. Clean the green off into one. He'll take the lead on Trevor. Closes the door up top. And how about Benjamin? Big dive to the bottom. Also heading down there. One other car looks. Oh, sounds like we got a crash. Looks like we got one into the fence early.
Weak takes a ride into the fence
This year.
As
See
we
what he
watch
can
the
do.
replay here.
On the start.
Tweed was on the inside between that 3 wide where Benjamin squeezed
Clean the
in
green
between.
off into one. He'll take the lead on Trevor. Closes the door up top. And how about Benjamin? Big dive to the bottom. Also head to Benjamin at the fence, and there just wasn't enough room. 3 didn't divide into 2 very well, and a tough break for Jose Puig. Back to live action now. There's James. Some heavy traffic racing against Sternhagen. Sternhagen shuffles wide there. Opens up the door for Stamer. How about Anthony James picking up some spots here early? Salazar leads out front. Benjamin second. Jaquez third. You see some great bumper cam action through the S's. Tight winding sections of this racetrack. That's Stamer. That's whose car you're in right now. This is through the final corner and back up the hill. There's James. Sitting back right now. There's 1 lap complete. Tell you, Benjamin's found his way up to second, and no sign of Trevor.
Trevor's sitting back at 17th right now as Salazar leads Benjamin and Jaquez, with Dewar following them. We move back to the battle for 7th. This is Ayers, hot on the heels of Sternhagen. Here comes Stamer. He's going to put a move on Ayers, move to the inside. Pulls right up behind Sternhagen. Stamer from the front of that car as he makes a move to the inside of Ayers.
We get some reports from some of the people out trackside. So Trevor, after bouncing off Benjamin, when Puig was going to the inside on that initial start, that's where it all started. Trevor ended up getting bounced to the driver's right of the track. He got turned around, but while he was, it looked like the 53 hit him, but it might have been a net code issue. Trevor has recovered. Your point leader now back up to 15th and rolling. There you see him about 6, 7 cars, 8 cars back in that picture. There's Alex Trevor, your point leader, winner last time out in the Hills of Belgium at Spa. And second place finish at Daytona. There he is again.
Salazar off the course as he shuffled back to third.
There's Traber to the inside of Arucci. Working his way back up through the field. There's the view back. Rodriguez behind him. As Arucci point leader. Working in some heavy traffic. Somebody just binned it right behind him. And a great battle up front for second. While this is all going on, Jaquez, Benjamin, they are fighting for that spot. Brian Long in the fallout car, chasing Alfonso. Good battle there. How about this? Long swinging the bends to the outside. Alfonso drifts up in front of him, closes the door in the Ferrari. They work down into the Senna S's. It's Fallout Long and Tattoo Alfonso going at it. Great battle on the speedway for fifth. This is all going on a few seconds behind Jay Dewar, having his best run of the season so far here tonight. He sits right around fifth in points. A good view of that Benz. You can see Fallout on the side. The kids all know what it is. I'm too old for that. As they race down into the tightest part of the course.
We're watching Long chase Alfonso.
And I like the story of JP Alfonso. He had tough luck at Spa, had a great opening to the season at Daytona, and looking good here, running fifth. Third race for him this year. For Alfonso, third different paint scheme. He's an artist. He's a tattoo artist from Atlanta, Georgia, and comes to the racetrack every time with a little different scheme. Kind of cool. Kevin Ayers to get the 20 racing number 07. Oh, there's Brian Long. Has a problem off the speedway. Ayers goes by. James goes by. Stamer goes by as well. Brian Long, that little mistake. Lead to 3 positions.
He falls back in the line though. Nothing wrong with the car. He's a few car lengths back from Stamer. Gonna have to make up some serious time to get those spots back. James goes by Ayers up front for 7th as they run James, Ayers, Stamer, and Long through the middle of the field.
Got a report from Long. He just locked up the brakes out there, and that was what caused him to get off track.
Stamer made a move to the left. He's going to get by Ayers. Long gets by Ayers. He gets one of those spots back as they run nose to tail through the chicane.
I see Long chasing Stamer there. Hey, how about Stamer? This is by far his best run of the season. Results so far this year 19th and 21st, so not what he was looking for. But up into the top 10 here tonight. As Brian Long now goes to work on Stamer. A nice move on the outside. Brian Long, that's where he pitched it last lap. That was close.
He put a couple tires off the course and then might have made contact, and then made contact again right there as Stamer Long looking to complete the pass. Stamer sticking with him on the left side. Pass down the front straightaway.
My guess is if you head down to the virtual garage after, you're going to find some green paint on the blue car Long. Maybe a little blue paint on the green car of Stamer. They're going to go at it again down into the Senna S's. This is all Long loops it. They both go around. Traber goes sliding through, picks up a whole bunch of spots. There's a garage after. You're going to find some green paint on the blue car Long. Maybe a little blue paint on the green car of Stamer. They're going to go at it again down into the Senna S's.
And you can see when
this is all Long loops it.
contact, and around they go.
Back to live action. It's Owens. There's Rodriguez. Eduardo Rodriguez. Call 911. That Ferrari. Right now sitting back in 12th spot, battling with Hewitt. Hewitt takes a spin to the inside. The Ferrari has the preferred lane to this left-hander. Gonna drift out wide. But now back to the right, Hewitt with the advantage. Good racing deep in the field. When Eduardo Rodriguez, he loses his spot to Hewitt. Looks like Sharp got by as well. Some ferocious action deep in the pack. Some really good racing. Meanwhile, a change up front. Looks like problems for Salazar.
Benjamin goes to the point. Dewar moves up to second. Alfonso to third. Stenhagen to fourth. As Stamer moves back through the field. And off goes Rodriguez. Stenhagen to fourth. Into our replay as Stamer moves back through the field as we watch Rodriguez go into one. I believe he got touched and goes right around into the grass. He gets going back. He gets back going again in 19th position.
Meanwhile, up front, Salazar and Benja and Jaquez still just going at it. Here's action deep in the back. Stamer. Stamer in that green machine, number 17 out of Peru. Trying to have a good run at probably the closest track that we'll be racing at to him. There's Todd Bosworth out of the U.S. in the 28 machine. Bosworth now working down this long front stretch. And into the Senna S's. The S's again. Bosworth, the American. Working our way through the field here. Brian Long.
Currently runs 12th. We move up to David Sharp, running 11th. After an awful week last week, he only ran, I believe, 3 laps. having quite the bounce back this week.
One of the few guys running the Audi nameplate here. See a lot of Ferraris and a lot of Lambos. Point leader, he drives a Benz. That's Traber. Now at the 8th spot. And then battle just like we've got Jordan Owens.
Yeah, Traver's having quite a roller coaster of a night. Qualifies second, gets shuffled all the way back to 15th in the first corner of the first lap, and makes his way all the way back up to 8th, and he's in the hunt.
Yeah, there's the Texan. He's done a good job of recovering. Don't know if he's got enough to run down those front two guys, but he's going to make an effort at it. He's the fastest car in practice during Tuesday's session. I didn't have a chance to pop in, and he did run the fastest time that night. Right now, struggling as he works his way forward from 8, trying to run down Anthony James. Will ride with the point leader. The first part of the S's. And here now you're going to come into a tight right-hand corner. Then they work back to the left. And then another even tighter right-hand corner. James now working through the right-hander and leading Traver. And we got trivia time tonight. Got the chance for some trivia tonight. They've been racing the Brazilian Grand Prix in Brazil since about 1973. During that time, 4 Brazilian drivers have actually won their home race. Can you name them all? And here's a hint. All of them won twice. None of them won 3 times. None of them won once. All of them run twice. So give you a couple minutes to think of your answers at home as we watch this incredible battle with Alex Traber and Anthony James. Traber again, runner-up at Daytona, winner at Spa. Going to try to get down on the outside while James will just let Traber go as the Texan continues his hunt towards the front.
Yeah, Traver's got places to be. He is probably one of, if not still the fastest car on the track. No visual damage to that car. And he's slowly picking his way back through this field. As we follow Sternhagen, he's got about 8 car lengths back to Trevor.
Trevor's closed that to within a second on Sternhagen. He is coming. Casts it out, reels him in. Orange and blue number 88.
I suspect that the next chance Sternhagen has, he'll probably let Trevor go.
Now, at what point does Traver short pit? That could be the strategy we're looking at. So, these cars, 45-minute race, they get about half an hour on fuel. Right now, they were within their window that they could stop, top the tank up, make it to the end of the race. The nice thing, and here's one thing Traber could do should he catch somebody else. You might try the strategy of short pitting. Oh, there's Sternhagen. We see Zach Sternhagen.
Traber had just gotten by when Sternhagen lost control.
Right now, they were within their window that they could stop, top the tank up, make it to the end of the race.
With 1 and 2.
The nice thing, and here's one thing Traber could do should he catch somebody else. You might try the strategy of short pitting. Oh, there's
spun around on him.
Tough break for Sternhagen up into 3rd, but the one strategy that Traber could play if he catches this Dewar Alfonso battle, make your pit stop a couple laps early, try to rip off a couple fast laps, and pass him in with pit strategy as opposed to actually having to pass him on the track. He's now moved up into 6th spot and trying to run down all in Jay Dewar. There's Brian Long. The fallout Mercedes-Benz.
The front two, Salazar and Jaquez, have kind of run away. They're about 9 seconds back to Benjamin behind that. Another 5 to Alfonso, who is being pressured by Dewar. Trevor's
Jaquez,
got another 4-second bubble behind them.
Jaquez is putting some heat on your leader right now. With 2 Lambos going out of that corner. Work their way forward from David Sharp. Salazar leads. Jaquez runs second. Benjamin third. Benjamin, your winner at Daytona. Round number 1 in his Lambo. The first non-Lambo, JP Alfonso, runs 4th. Great run for JP. Jay Dewar up into 5th.